Yes, okay, we are back. End of the previous stream was that the loading of the CMakeLists.txt file of libcwd, which is apparently, yeah, well, probably this project. Happened somewhere in this selected area. So let's do a binary search, as it were. Should be able to add a message here. Message debug. We get here after fetch declare. Already have a message. Oh, I'm using d out. Oh, what? That's probably just message debug. So already have a message here that says print a string. Before calling it, and then let's print this after calling it as well. Yeah, no. Let's add a few more, right? Yeah, this is not run, I think, so don't need to add debug output there. When we get here, things work, so also not needed. Yeah, I do need libcwd to be reconfigured. And for that we have to remove this. And then I should be able to do configure again. Well, mysteriously, no, not mysteriously. So this is the problem. We print after fetch get properties, and then still it wasn't printed yet. Configure done, generating done, build files written too, so none of that is a problem. Performing update step, blah 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 blah. Build target get package. Sorry, gitache package libcwr populate. I'm hoping to see at least one other debug output. Configuring project. I mean, we should not even get here, I think. That is, we should get here, but later. We we are, I think. So we get here now and then later. Yeah, again, okay. So the first time we don't want to get here. I hope I have another debug output. Yeah, there it is. Debug. After fetch content make available. Conclusion. Should not call make available. Aha. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we should not do then. So let's make sure of that by becoming an expert on fetch content make available. The fetch content make available command ensures the named dependencies have been populated. Which named dependencies? Either by an earlier call or by populating them itself. That you should not be doing that. When performing the population, it will also add them to the main build if possible. I don't want that. So that the main build can use the populated project's targets, etc. See the command documentation for how these steps are performed. So we need to go to the command documentation of the fetch make available command, because this is not explaining anything. Just makes alarm bells go off like, what? I don't want that. But I'm not sure what I do want. Maybe I want to do one of those things, like yeah, it's very unclear. The content options can be any of the download, update or patch options. The external project add command understands. The configure, build, install and test steps are explicitly disabled. So options related to those steps will be ignored. The source subtier option is an exception. See fetch content make available for details on how that affects behavior. That would be a solution too, if we just could set the source tier. Maybe? But yeah, source subtier, I don't know, man. I want to change the CMake source tier at most. We can click on this. That's probably what it wants. We're still talking about fetch content declare. And then you can pass a find package args. This option is for scenarios with the fetch content make available command may first try a call to find package to satisfy the dependencies for dependency or name. By default, such a call would be simply find package name. Yeah, not interesting. Dependency providers discusses another way that fetch content make available calls can be redirected. override find package. I don't think this is related, or my problem is related to find package. Not yet, anyway. System, yeah. If the system argument is provided, the system directory property of a subdirectory added by. That's what I mean. Subdirectory added by. I do not want that to happen. At all. So annoying. This will affect non-imported targets created as part of that command. Okay, see system target proper documentation. Yeah. Excludes from all arguments provided and targets in the subdirectory added by fetch content make available will not be included in the all target. Let's just try it out. I mean, I don't think it makes a difference, but I'm not entirely sure. So I want to add system and exclude from all to fetch content declare. It says calling fetch content declare. After debug. Should have highlighted it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So let's put it in front of it. Here. And it's not part of it yet. Yeah, system, why not? System and exclude from all. Pretty sure it won't make any difference. Let me highlight debug. Debug. Yeah, debug. Nah, this is still what you don't want, so this can't go right. I don't want to have this thing included whatsoever. The thing that prints this. So that basically did not make any difference, although I don't see my, oh, here it is. Oh, I had that added, well, whatever. So no. Now here's the documentation for fetch content make available. This command ensures that each of the named dependencies are made available to the project by the time it returns. Okay, what do I pass then? Nothing. But yeah, I don't think it's really important what I pass. It's going to load that CMakeList file anyway. There must have been a call to fetch content declare for each dependency. And the first such call will control how that dependency will be made available, as described below. So here I have the lowercase package name. Maybe I should do the same thing here for the CMake source there. You can just unset it. That is an idea. If lowercase source dir is not set, added in version 3.24. If a dependency provider is set, call the provider's command with fetch content make available serial. As first argument, followed by the arguments of the first call to fetch command declare for name. If source dir or binary dir were not part of the original declared arguments, they will be added with their default values. The fetch content try find package mode was set to never, then the details were declared. Find package arguments will be omitted. Alright, find package keyword is also always omitted. If the provider fulfilled the request, which will consider that dependency handled. Skip the remaining steps below and move on to the next dependency in the list. The dependency is not satisfied by a provider or a find package call. Fetch content available, then use the following logic to make the dependency available. The dependency has already been populated earlier in this run. Set the lowercase populated lowercase source dir and lowercase binary dir variables in the same way as a call to fetch content get properties. Then skip the remaining steps below and move on to the next dependency in the list. But well, I just checked populated and it is not set at the moment. Then I call make available. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Maybe it knows something. This is the problem. That is what we need. There must be a relative directory that does not exist. That should work. I don't want the add subdirectory to happen at all, so I might as well remove the exclude from all and the system. Let's try this. In the declared details, I guess that means and the call to fetch content declare. Hey, Superman. I think it's like this. So let's put it in front of the exclude from all and then remove those anyway. No, I don't know. Let's try it out. Something went wrong. Didn't help anyway. Still doing this. After effects, yep, I know, man. It's still doing it. Why? Or maybe it's doing it anyway, regardless of adding it to sub. The add sub there. It's maybe not a problem, or didn't happen anyway, or something. What is this error? "42 syntax warning in CMake code column 77. Argument not separated from preceding token by white space." Well, if you say so. Oh, it must be part of that one. And there is an... Oh, I'm a complete idiot. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so we're going to call that, this is just a D out. And then the declares actually using underscore args. So I never added the system either. Should do that here. So let's try that again then. Oh, look, still doing the same thing, right? Or not? Yeah, it is. So the source there is the super project, and then it's configuring labcwd. That's not what we want. Let's now try that one instead. I should be able to add just quotes here. That worked. It worked. Awesome. Yep. After fetch content make available. Well, it didn't do it. So that that helped. Cool. Right, so the difference is that now this is the first time we call it, and I'm still completely missing my CW options at all. Like here we still have options. But it is printing it. Oh, brilliant! It's even better. Yeah, now it's using it. It's using the options from itself, of course. So we don't have debug output anymore. But the fact that this is being printed means that the CW options was loaded. And then at this point, we do get debug output. Yep, now it prints it. And then after this, so now it says here, when we are actually configuring the super project that this is defined for the first time, because it's no longer defined up there. Yeah, and then here it is already defined, so now it is not printing anything, doing anything even. Probably okay to exit. I mean, the debug options should not change. This is the same project, therefore enable debug and CMake build type, they should be the same as the last time. It works. Git status. Remove includes, well, commented out includes CW options. This is the macro defined already. I can't use this message status. Message status includes something else. That should all be removed. And then instead, I'm doing the include CW options again, but we set CW options silent. Yes. In this case, it should always be silent. And then the CW options.cmake itself. Remove messages and include God. Global must be gone. And God wants per top project key to God defined. Edit. I'm starting to wonder if this is even needed. Is this even needed actually? I think it's just nonsense. Let me remove this. So good status. Eek. Yeah, that's really only necessary if you want to be able to put gitache in it. And I didn't even change that or look at it. Gitache-core is always possible. So I think I can reset it as well. But it still works. Thought I had an alias with that find in it. Yeah, strange. Yeah, what was I doing? Good status. Surely I have committed stuff, maybe. Debugging codecs. Whip that is CWM4 changes. Unrelated. Yeah, this stuff. You have to get rid of this commit. Ah, just this one. I still need to change key types. Point 18. Is actually not anything in here. Right. this. It says that each gitache commit is directly linked to a gitache-core commit. So I cannot not find that then. Tja. Oh, I think I know what it is. It's probably just not true. It is that master thing that yeah, that's not good. I mean, I don't know, not good, but the comment is a lie then, or the readme is a lie. Wait a minute, the stable branch of gitache, so I should update that one then. But I can hardly call it stable because I just made a change. But yeah, it's stable enough. Come on, let's update stable. CMakeLists. Where's my merge? I merged it. I merged something and now it's still not updated. I don't get it. No. It's a miracle, but let's just go with it. Where is the bloody here? Zip. Okay, now that is updated. And gitache itself was sorry, the core was already updated or pushed. I mean, I don't think that contains any. Want CCA3. Just remove it, I guess. Deep cut. No. It's not working anymore. I guess it's not using the latest gitache-core then. Gitache-core is already on. Yeah, that's not... totally not what I wanted. Well, I'm using... yeah, but I updated stable. Confusing. Let me just remove all of this. Hopefully then it works. It is rather stubborn. Or why, where does it get that from? Yep, I can delete this, but it should do that automatically. Isn't not the whole point of it? Of that check? I want to fix that too. So if I run configure, it says here I run configure, and then it says That is here. Verify that. So why does it do that? Why does it not automatically update? Hello, Big Smoke. Updater, that's what it should be. That is the thing that should be doing it, I think. I hope. Okay, I've already in thing set. This model makes sure the gitache-core source with the hash of that is available. You asked that before. I think I said yes, but I don't have time. Something like that. Okay, let's use this as input. So where does it get it from then? Who is including this thing? Updater. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Thought it was here. Pretty sure it was just in the chat here during some stream. Choose updater. Sorry, how to make. Don't tell all my secrets. Updater. I need my finds. Yeah, this finds. And I'm gonna search for. I'm gonna search for include of that actually. It's probably like that. Let's search in gitache-core. Nothing. So annoying. Sorry, my voice is not clear because I'm mumbling or there's something else wrong. Find gitache-core. Okay. Name updater. How would it be possible that nobody is using this string updater? Or would this be called from Gitache itself? That is possible, of course. Possibly. Possibly. think I have to check out the gitache again. That would be a git clone. Here, this one. And then we look for updater in gitache. Include. There it is. So this is doing it. So here the hash should already have been set then. And the hash was this one. Yeah, either that or it is set to master. If it is set to master, then it might not find it either. No, then it would say something else, I think. Let's just print it. No, not French. You only do this when core is local. So I should probably, where are probably here. Copy gitache-core directory source update on CMake to gitache-core dir. It isn't printing it. It ain't printing it. Oh, because no. Yeah, I should not have reset that. Why am I here? Is there another one? Yeah, there is another one. This one. Insert. And then... Oh, right. Yeah, so I use a copy here, and then you get okay, to return new lines instead of just new lines. Well, I might as well just do this. That would work better, I think. Not sure. Anyway, followed by this, and then I copy it again. Doesn't look like new lines. Okay, let's return new lines, but that happened a lot of time. Dollar. Control V, enter. There's nothing. I'm starting to hate it too. I removed all of that. So that's a little bit too much. Let's try again. Let's see if this exists. Remove done. Configure. I think there's progress here. Why is it not being printed? Okay, anyway, I'm pretty sure now it's using the local one. Well, it's also not printing that for some reason. Dash. Should be printing this. It should be printing it. It's not. Maybe I need use status here to get it. I don't know. Seems not very likely. Not printing it. What is this? Debug entering. What? Getting desperate. Let's remove everything. Well, everything. The whole build directory then. Nope. I really don't get it. Maybe we didn't get there yet. That is possible. Of course, we stop here. Well, okay. Does this exist or not? That is now the question then. I'm pretty sure it should exist. I want to give the full thing. There it is at the bottom. Actually, here it is at the top. This clearly exists. Yep, okay, where it does exist, I just didn't check it out. Why is it not existing? Because I didn't want to do a git fetch, I think, every single time. On the other hand, need a single revision. That is the wrong repository. Why would it be doing something here? Is it doing something here? Nah. Should be somewhere in here, I think. But where? That could be it. Should build? Yeah, it's just a build. It doesn't have a... Okay. Probably we're here in source. And then we're doing... not any of that. Then we're doing... this. And then we get that error. That used to work. It's just run git ref bars. Nothing, seriously. Oh, it's a parse, yeah. Yeah, many git porcelainish commands that take a mixture of flags, parameters that begin with a dash, and parameters meant for the underlying git ref list command they use internally, and flags and parameters for the other commands they use downstream of git ref list. Dot? Oh, I thought something was coming. Primary purpose of this command is to allow calling programs to distinguish between them. There are a few other operation modes that have nothing to do with the above help parse command line options. Unless otherwise specified, most of the options and operation modes require you to run this command inside a Git repository or a working tree that is under control of the Git repository and will give you fatal error otherwise. Each of these options must appear first on the command line. Parse opt. Just get ref parse in option parsing mode. The command in this mode can be used outside of a repository and working tree. SQ quote use ref parse in shell coding mode. Nobody gets it. Parse opt. Dash stop button all options. Talk option for filtering. So output. Verify. Verify that exactly one parameter is provided. That it can be turned into a raw 20 byte SHA1 that can be used to access the object database. Okay, let's see if that solves stuff. So I'm gonna do a git fetch. Yeah. And then we'll just do a git fetch if we get that error, I guess. And then you have to try again. So where did this happen from? Update, all right. Hi, Sanya. No, I don't see this as vibe coding. I'm using AI, but I'm definitely understanding what I'm doing, and I'm in many cases correcting the AI. Vibe coding is just asking a question and then dumb copy pasting it, and then if you have any error, pasting that again, without understanding what you're doing. I'm just being lazy. I think there's a speed up here also. I'm more of a C++ programmer, so this is CMake. So if this fails, we need to do a git fetch and then try it again. And then I can start reading the CMake documentation, or I can ask ChatGPT to show me code that might work. And I think it's pretty easy to verify if that looks sane or not. It just repeats it. That is kind of stupid. Is there no loop? So does CMake not have a loop? I don't like the code duplication of the part that does the well, ref parse. I mean, I could have thought of that myself. Well, definitely need to begin with doing a fetch, and that code must be correct. Might as well already copy that. One-time fetch. Do we want tags? Do we want prune? What is prune? Do we want all? It's also very unlikely. I think I have only one remote, so why would I use all? But if I would have more than one remote, then why not use all? I just don't like the fact that if I would use all here, then it implies that it is possible to have more than one remote. Which is not the case. I'm just gonna delete it. Tags. Do I want to get tags? I'm pretty sure that this is gonna be an SHA. How do you call that? Secure hash, right? It's a secure hash. And then I'm checking that, not tags, so I don't need tags. Not for this retry. I don't like quiet here. I mean, just show it. And prune. I don't know what prune is doing. Okay, how about my loop? If not fetch exit. It did good. Oh yeah, yeah. See, it came up with some loop. It says one for each, so loop the version. If not commit, what? Oh, that was my beginning. Yeah, yeah. Now it is this line. And now we begin with a loop. We don't have anything yet. While true. And then I think it's doing the execute ref parse. Yes. No need to change that. So it just changed my code. I don't have a quiet here, and it just puts a quiet in there. Ridiculous. Exit code, if being true, means that there is an error, apparently. So yes, we can break out if we succeeded. That is correct-ish. Otherwise, we do have to do the fetch. If already fetched, then we have the fatal error. Yeah, that should work, I think. not even on a branch now. Detached head. Oh, yeah, okay. I want to test it, so I don't want to pull. I suppose I can just test it without pushing yet. Then it's gonna fetch, and then it exists, and then it'll maybe fail because you have to merge, or there's not a fast forward. Alt tab. Let's find another terminal here. So I want to just run configure, I think. Did it now succeed? That is the question. Yep. Well, it definitely succeeded now to finding this commit and going to it. I don't have a message for that it failed the first time. No, I don't know. It works. Or did it? Actually, I did already fetch manually before. Yeah, I fetched manually, so I did not fetch. How can I undo a fetch? Probably not that easy. Yeah, okay. This is very, very hard to test. Because now I would have to make a new commit and then ask for that. Which requires updating gitache itself again and stuff. Stable branch. So it's so not going to do that. Yeah, maybe next time, you know. Hello, EAH Medium. Okay. So we switch to this. Let me just stationary working directory clean, get detached at, oh boy. No, I mean, I did just commit, but in order to test what I changed requires a lot of work. Like a really lot of work. So what happened to my commit though? Because I did commit something to a detached head, and then I fetched and switched to another detached head. So no, my commit is gone. So I didn't test it, and it's not there anymore. Maybe this is it though. I'm afraid it's not it. Oh, this is my bug fix here. Nope, it's just something else. That is something else. I think I lost it. Oh yeah, this is it. You can still see it in the ref spec or whatever it is. I never use that. I could ask an AI. Yeah, this is the one. So what that I think I made only one commit. That is this one, and the rest should still be there. We are not on any branch now. But one CC83 is part of the push stuff. I think there might even be master. So we switch to master. And I do git show. No, it's not the same. But I want to say one CC83. So git k. Oh no, really no. Yeah, I lost it. if you run the git k, it just nukes your copy up at your clipboard. Maybe you can still find it back. I have the whole diff here. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, I'm gonna please take care of that. I need it. That was this one, yeah, okay. But no, I can run git k again. Okay, the question is, where's the one CCA3? No, nowhere to be found. Nope. Well, isn't that weird? git show. Surely I still have that. I'm now on master. Let's just edit that package and then look for that. It does not exist. Oh, that's good. No, it's not good. So I lost this one as well. How is that possible? Git pull. I pushed that one. Fast forward. Now we have it, right? Yes. Git K. Nah, yeah, that is it. Master is now at 1 CCA3. And then we go do git cherry pick that thing. And let's push that as well. Oh, wait a minute, and I can't test it because I need this commit as well now, so I do have to update. Excusez-moi. Yeah, I should push this, and then I can't test it. But I have to, yeah, I don't know. I have to change it anyway. So maybe let's push some empty commit to this repository to test the fetch. So I'm still on the master, of course. Push that, and again, that is like the 5th time. And we don't even have a remote anymore. That just makes sense. Nope. How did that happen? Oh, because this is not over. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, you can't push. Does this thing have an... Nah, nothing. Tell me how to do it. Options, name URL. Well, name GitHub, of course. URL, GitHub, Carlo, colon, Carlowood, / gitache-core.git. That should be good. Git push. Da 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 da. Amazing. So yeah, now we need this to be the last one. Well, don't really need that to be the last one, but let's test it anyway. So I'm gonna check out gitache-core here. Okay, get it. History. Grab gitache-core. Nope, doesn't want to. That's probably something else then. Okay, git clone. I mean another tab. Git clone GitHub Carlo wood gitache-core.git cd gitache-core git show. Yeah, that is the 0b76, which I still have in my mouse buffer. Good night. You go to bed. Okay, so in order to test this, I need to go beyond this commit now. So we have to add something else. readme.md maybe. Oh, you said good night. And the files, and God, I'm not good in making an absolutely arbitrary commit just to make a commit. Gonna remove this dot. Okay, so the latest is this one. Just so you know it. And if anything is correct, then that is not the one that we have currently here. This was git show. We are at 0b here. Yeah, that's not the same. In fact, if I run the commit check thing, command, ref parse, use, well, this one exists, but if I use the new one, then it says need a single revision. So so we can test it now. Did I push this already? Not even committed. Commit am update to latest gitache-core shaman. Yes. Git push. Then we must get rid of, well, that was stable, huh? Yeah. That's probably okay. Am I even using stable? Does it not matter? Is it chip? Yeah, I definitely want to use stable. Anyway. I pushed that one, so we can remove it again. And I should remove this one, which definitely was pushed also. Good status. Then let's delete the done again, because I don't know. Probably that was not done here. History, grab done. Nope, it's not done here. And also not done here. Twilight Zone moment. Configure. Let me think before I ruin it. This should clone gitache, which I just pushed. I think yeah, I should check that it uses stable, but it does use stable because I'm not using it. Well, I'm using stable like that. Okay, so I could remove this again, but yeah, this now no longer exists because I deleted it, and this uses stable, so that's good. So it will check out gitache using stable, which has the new secure hash of the gitache-core, and that is already checked out, but that then is being updated, and I already have the patch in it where it fails to find that hash and then does a fetch and then tries again and then does find it. Yeah, everything is in place. Let's just try it out. Configure. Well, no errors, that's good. The main project is printing this still, which is also good. And it looks like libcwd is up to date, but it did configure it, which is also good. And also here we have this is being printed, which is also good, and here it is released, which is also good. And what it is really about is trying to get the new thing, yes, the F637, and that is failing, and then it runs fetch, and then it gets it, and then we try to parse it again, and now it succeeds, and then it sees that the version that we had, the 0b, is unequal to the new thing. Therefore, we check it out. It works. So in the other window, we should now have a readme without a dot. Yeah, the dot is gone. It worked. Okay, brilliant. Everything is pushed. I think I can leave this window, although I've been using it for lots of stuff. And here we have get status, get diff. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. We can do get restore, we just use stable. So now status is empty, and there's no gitaches here anymore. All set. Yeah, I think we can go back to codecs then. And that starts from scratch with a completely new container and everything. So that should get the latest gitache-core even without my patch. Good. I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to copy this and then go back and then describe the new task. Configure the project by running configuration was returned by. Actually, I want to do more or not. This is not what I wanted, I think. Run CMake command for project configuration. Compile project and run executables. It's more what I want. Let's ask this instead. Please compile the project and run all executables. Why is that? Why is that underlined? Executable. So no executables. It is busy at the data center. Got dot build instructions. Please run autogen.sh. What the hell is it doing this time? Got build instructions. Did run the right thing though. So that's agents MD, which says, well, I say running autogen.sh prints the build instructions. If build instructions need to be changed, then please edit .build instructions. For example, if something is wrong with the path or configure option. And before, it then did run autogen.sh just to get the build instructions. But it's not doing that now, is it? What is a shell? Cut readme. Got autogen.sh. It's being paranoid. It wants to know what is in it before it runs. Yep, still not running it. Okay, I'm shocked. It just uses the more or less correct. Well, correct configuration without having run autogen.sh. Because I could figure it out from looking at the files. And then we get gitache-core is already at master F637, etc. That is the latest one. That is good. And then we have the fix here. It does not exist thing. So we get it's hard to read. It's a bit too narrow, I think, this window. Okay, we have the release thing again, which is good. Okay, this is the first time that Codec sees this. So I fixed the problem with gitache. Now debugging is on. And we do find libcwdr, thank God. And we're going to link with libcwdr. Okay, that should be building stuff, which is all gone. The build's complete. Let me check. There is an agents.md in the source folder. I'll check directory for the executables I need to run. And now this one should have debug output. Yes, it has debug output, but we have a warning. Okay, I definitely need to add in .libcwdrc. Apparently we are running as root. Choosing the default RC file, well, that's maybe good enough. Turning all channels off by default. That's a bit... And notice is turned on. Okay, that's the only thing I need. So, well, I could add a could add this file, I suppose. Probably should. Turn on warning. Print stuff. Yep, there it is. Notice is turned on. Just not very nice that it prints so much before that. Apparently, I could also put it in the current directory, maybe. Yeah. Just add it to the project, that is. It is running the test from the source tree. Otherwise, well, it's looking in the current directory, which then happens to be the project. It might as well run it from here, which it would be in the build directory, and then this path would not work. because it's choosing a relative path. It created this file in order to be able to show it here. And then it says, I've decided to remove the untracked file to keep the repository clean. Oops. Yeah. Let's see what has brought us. Configured with that, blah blah, build a project producing those executables. Executed each generated the binary and captured the console output. The geometry suit reports an insertion mismatch. No, I did a bad job, or there is more coming. Maybe this is just the standard error stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I did a very, very bad job here. Oh, here's a notice back. I don't know. I still see it then. Got a minimal output here. Yeah, what went well? It just did what I asked, but I'm mostly just happy that it finally works. I'm just giving myself a thumbs up. It finally worked. Yeah, okay. I think definitely next step is to create that file in the root, probably. So let's see. It should only be created once. I think should be good enough to put it in the setup script. I would hate to mess that up. So it's something like echo or no cut and then with an blah blah blah. I don't know. I need to create a file called root.libtwdrc from a script. The file should end up containing yeah, and these are never run, but well, let's set them out of caution. Also transform. Yep. Wow, it worked. Unbelievable. Okay, what was it called? Pom, 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 pom. Yeah, I'm gonna copy what I did here, I think. Like this one. Now it runs it. Good. Yep. Square root of 5. Unbelievable. But yeah, well, I guess. I think I'm totally happy with just replacing the 2 in a -1 though. Yeah, I'm gonna stop for a bit. Everything works. At least apparently there is not a problem with the math submodule. Though the test suite is not very extensive, I have to say. Hello heartjes. Hearts, I mean. Yep, let's say eat. Oh, I don't have anything. Let's buy food. I'll be back later. Well, you want to know that, what the AI is doing in the meantime? Nah, I'm gonna stop the stream. It's well, I can do it. Shall I buy a new bottle of wine? It's just empty. Let's concentrate on food instead. Let's see. Wait. Oh, I do have food. Okay. We do have food. And food is 600 watts. 600 watts, 6 minutes or something. You think it's going to test it? I have to go to the shop anyway, and I already started my microwave. Stupid. Food is gonna be cold by the time I'm back. I'll heat it up again. I'll be right back. Let it stream. I will not stream, because when I get back I have to eat and etc. I have to stop the stream anyway. It did do stuff.